Find the probability of getting any triple digit number where all the digits are the same in a lottery game that consists of selecting a 3-digit number, and we want to express our answer as an exact decimal. So a decimal, do not round. All right, so this is the problem, and I've given a couple of notes here ahead of time. So for every problem involving probability, you always do the same thing. We always approach this the same way. There's always counting. Counting is always part of the process when we're calculating the probability of something. In this case, we're finding the probability of getting a triple digit number, so 111 or 777, something like that. So you have to count the number of simple ways your event can happen. So in this case, our event, we'll call it event A. A triple digit number. All right, so how many ways could that happen? Well, there's not that many. Right? It's a 3-digit number where all 3 digits are the same. So we could, I could list them all out in just a couple of moments. 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2. There's going to be 10 of these. 3, 3, 3, 4s, 5s, 6s, 7s, 8s, or 9s. All right, so that's the first thing we need. This is the first number we need. The number of ways our event can happen. And that's 10 ways. And then, so we've done that. The second thing is the total number of simple ways in which the experiment can happen in general. So we're picking 3 digits, any 3 digits. So we want the probability that among those 3 digits, it's the same number repeated 3 times. So if our experiment is picking 3 numbers, pick any 3, I'll say digits because a digit is a one, a single number, 0 through 9. Well, let's say 3 numbers, 0 through 9. Okay, it's a 3-step process. Pick the first number, then pick the second number, and pick the third number. Anytime you're doing something in sequence, in multiple steps, always have to multiply. Right, so how many options? So this is the fundamental counting rule. It says you count how many ways each step can be done, and then you multiply those results. All right, so for that first number you have to pick, you have 10 choices. All right, you have the numbers 0 through 9, and it doesn't say anything in the problem where you can't repeat numbers, so you have the same 10 choices for that second digit, and you have the same 10 choices for the third digit. And the fundamental counting rule says we multiply these together, and 10 times 10 times 10 is 1,000. So your experiment can be done in 1,000 different ways. 10 of those consist of 3 of the same number. And this is our definition of probability. So let me scroll down a little bit. The probability of the event happening is equal to the number of different ways the event could happen. We counted 10 of them, divided by the total number of different ways the experiment could play out. And there's 1,000 options there. So if we divide these two numbers, because the directions say give the answer as a decimal, 0.01. And that would be the answer. All right, but in general, keep in mind, this is always the way we solve these problems. It's always this. Counting 2 things. Count your event, count your experiment, and divide those 2 numbers. In this case, the 10 and the 1,000. All right, that does it for this problem.